Hey guys, Octans is on a tear back up. Yesterday I did a really simple technical analysis. It was pretty obvious. And I showed you we were right about at this level, but we were coming down and the line was pretty much right where it is right now. And I said, if we go under it, it's going to break down. If it didn't hold the support, it's going to break down. It's going to take a tumble. And that's exactly what it did. That was somewhere in here and it went way down. But then we found the floor and now we're on our way back up, but we're meeting that same net, what was once support is now resistance. It was resistance over here as well, and then it broke through a little bit, and over here it offered a little bit of resistance there. We haven't had a lot of time for this chart to develop, but we do see that this is right now touching the next line of resistance, which was once slight support. It wasn't heavy support. It's been resistance and support back and forth. If it breaks through here, then I think we're going to have a huge upside. If it doesn't, and I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, then it will, I think it's going to break through eventually, but it might, we might hit a little bit of a spot here where it's kind of thinking about it, like it did over here. So you bumped into it, it dropped down, and then it broke through. Over here, it broke through a little bit, that little red mark, if you can see that, and then it went back down, and then it broke through. And then it mostly offered support because then it came down and then it went back up, came down, and then it went up. Then it broke through again. So it's, again, not the strongest. We don't have a lot to work with because it's a very young chart, but we can see that this is offering support and resistance. And I do think it might cause some trouble here, but it's going to break through. We found the floor. We've got the AMA tomorrow. Ask Me Anything that the founders are doing. It's their first public showing, introducing themselves and Octans to the world. I'll put a link below to the questions. If you go to the Telegram group, you'll find it pinned to the top where it's sharing the time. And then tomorrow they listed the time that they'll show the link to attend that live podcast where they answer questions about the project, about what distinguishes this from other projects that may look similar to you, and about their plans going forward. It's pretty exciting. And now, by the way, if this breaks through right now, there's two things that could happen. It could break through and just go on a tear, and then this mountain of an all-time high right here will look like a little blip on a screen. That's what happens if you go back. When you look at the bigger chart, check this out. A lot of you know this, but it's fun to look at. When you look at, well, this is so young, this is so new. It's only been out like 10 or 11 days. When you look back, you're going to see these movements back here. I got to go a little bit further back than that. I should be able to look at the 4-hour chart. So I think I need to expand this screen out a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, these little blips right here, you don't see them. It just looks like a straight line, right? But if you zoomed in on them, it would look just like this, and I know a lot of you know that, but some people don't, who are new to this, and they think, oh, that's a huge high to achieve. It's like, actually, if this continues to climb as it's done over and over again, this all-time high peak will look like nothing. So if we do break that line, if we break that what's now acting as resistance, which it's really close to doing, if we break that, let's look at a 15-minute chart. Then I think we're gonna be looking at all-time highs again with the AMA coming out tomorrow, with them soon to be listed on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. I think it's gonna just tower over the old-time high. We're looking at a 6x, maybe much more than that in the short term even. So it's pretty exciting. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing you with the chart, my thoughts on all of this. I'm not recommending that you purchase this. I can't. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am excited about the project. And I just kind of wanted to show you there is some resistance and support line that has emerged that we can kind of look at. It told us a lot yesterday. When I did my video yesterday, I said we were right at the same point. And I said, if we break it, it's probably going to dump before it comes back up. And I said, it's going to come back up, but it's going to look bad temporarily. And that's exactly what happened. And then now we're looking at hitting that same line. If we break past it strong, I think it's going to break the all-time high. And we're looking at, it could easily go to 6x. In the 6x figure, I don't have the data in front of me, but it's based off of what SafeMoon did. Very similar analytics, exact same thing, where early on it had went to about 50% in a very short period of time of its all-time high, just like we did last night. And then it just took off 6x really quickly. So, usually when it hits a resistance line like this, it's going to take a little bit. It might hit it, come down, hit it, come down, and then break up. It could just blow past it because the all-time high was about twice this, a little bit over twice this amount already. If it goes up, comes back down, touches it, and then goes back up, then that's a confirmation, and then it's going to the moon from there. So, guys, looking really, really good. Just wanted to share that with you, and looking forward to that Ask Me Anything where we meet the founders tomorrow and hear more about the vision for this project. I think that's going to be a big boost for this.